Good morning, my friends. It's your old pal PeaceLoveMusic with another episode of the Let's Go Good Morning Show, brought to you live by DeOrganized Media in partnership with our excellent friends over at BitcoinLive, Decentralized Broadcasting. It is Wednesday, halfway through another week already. Hump day, whoop whoop. Let's get over the hump. It's a great day to be in our ecosystem. Prices are low and production is high. People are delivering. People are killing it. The future looks bright for our ecosystem. Chads, share out the live stream and help us grow. If you're here and you like what we're doing and you're interested in what we got going on here, we want you here. We want you in. We got some great guests today. We got James, aka Posted from Liquidium, joining us. GPSC is with us. I believe we also have Adam Bitcoin joining us. I saw him on here. He might have dropped off, but he'll probably be back on by the time we get back with the news. Friendly reminder: this is a news and information show only. We are not. Oh, hold on. Sorry about that, Adam. Well, that was I'm getting some weird requests on Restream's always updating, so some things change and things happen, and it's not what we are expecting. But I do see our guests all backstage, so everyone's in. We are here. That's Buddy the Wonder Pup. He's really excited about the show today. He loves it. And but friendly reminder, this is a news and information show. We are providing news and information only. We are not providing financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Always do your own research. Never invest money you cannot afford to lose. And share out the stream. That's not financial advice. It's just a friendly request. So with all that being said, the numbers today, Bitcoin holding on to 83, dipping down below 84. As of about a half an hour before broadcast, we were at 83,803. Stacks dipping down below 60 cents, is on super fire sale at 57.83 cents. Did tick up to number 65 by market cap on CoinMarketCap. Fear and Greed Index remains steady at 29. And the top three gainers on CoinMarketCap for the past 24 hours are Mantra's Coin, Core token, and Monero. Also, I'm going to tell you guys this every day. When you stack your STX, you earn BTC. And SBTC is programmable Bitcoin for DeFi. Stacks has fast, low-fee transactions, proof of transfer security, and native Bitcoin rewards. Tell your friends. In the Stacks DeFi realm, Hermetica is offering 15% yield on USDH. Buddy's excited. This is crazy. A Bitcoin-backed dollar stablecoin that earns 15% interest, sometimes up as high as 25%. I've seen it actually even way higher than that. And they've got over $5.25 million total value locked on the platform now and growing. Hermetica is an awesome player in our space. And now you can earn yield on USDH at Velar. If you're engaging in the perp dex, there's a perp dex on Stacks now. Velar has launched their long-awaited perp dex. Now you can engage in perp trading, stake your Velar, pair your favorite tokens with SBTC, earn yield, and trade tokens on Velar. DCA into Bitcoin Stacks, runes, and more effortlessly at Bitflow Finance. Bitflow also just added trading for Liquidium's Lick token. Bitflow offers top-tier swap rates and now single-sided liquidity with no impermanent loss as well. Alex surpassed $2.6 billion in volume, launched DAMM, Bitcoin's first concentrated liquidity DEX, unveiled Alex AI, token listing tools, and USDT via Jolts. Zest is offering 3.67% yield on SBTC today. That's right, you can earn almost 4% on Bitcoin by just stacking it at Zest Protocol and earning some yield there. The highest yield at Zest is 9.12% on your STSTX. Over at Stacking DAO, you can earn 9.1% on STSTX, 9.18% yield in native BTC, or 8.84% with rewards in SBTC. And I think I actually maybe need to change that. Your 9.1% is on Stacks. So you deposit Stacks, you earn STSTX, you receive STSTX, which you can then actually go over to Zest and deploy to get more yield. But you're earning yield on your STX with that when you hold STSTX, when you exchange it for STSTX. And the top three Stacks token gainers over on stxtools.io are NYC, Orange token, RNJ, and Nasty getting the DeOrganized bump. Martin Taylor came on the show yesterday to tell us all about his Nasty strategy. And with that, they're in the top three gainers on STX Tools today. Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe it's not a coincidence. Who knows? In the Stacks events and DeOrganized media calendar schedule today, Stacks Brand Working Group is a bi-weekly. I believe that's actually it's on Zoom. It's a Hero Zoom call. I think they're still doing that at 12:30. I think it's every other Wednesday. That is ongoing today. And then we also have, as always, by the way, Wednesday mornings, it's before our show, but 7 a.m. is the dog pool space off the lease with Jamie and his crew. Great space there. GPSC is a regular contributor to that as well. You guys want to get that in the morning every Wednesday. As always, we have our shows Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 9:30. We have Find2Earn rounds coming up at 9:30 with the Game Master Xenitron, and then WELSH Wednesday at 10 a.m. IB and friends will be coming to talk to us about WELSH Corgi Coin. And we also have the Zest Community Hall at 11 a.m. I will be joining the Chads on that today. Really interesting. Love what's going on with Zest. And as always, Monday through Friday, we have GPSC and the DeOrganized nightly show where the Chads get down and kick it, talking about what's going on in the ecosystem. Great vibe. If you haven't caught it, make sure you're checking out the night show with GP. GP will be with us shortly, too. The guy doesn't sleep. He's here with us in the morning show, does stuff all day for our ecosystem throughout everywhere. Huge shout out to GPSC. And if you guys have an X Space, a live stream, or event series you want to share with the community, head over to DeOrganized.media, create a user account. We'll add your event to the community calendar, the schedule over there for free for everyone. Get more visibility and let our audience know. Our audience will share our audience the information about what you have going on, and whether it's a one-time or a recurring event series, we've got you covered over at DeOrganized.media. Free account. It's just a simple wallet connection, very safe. Our anonymous dev over there is codename Satoshi, helping us build some awesome stuff for DeOrganized. Bitcoin nears capitulation. Bitcoin short-term holders are sitting on heavy losses with the STH MVRV ratio dropping to 0.82, indicating that holders who bought BTC within the last 155 days are down about 18% on average, according to on-chain analytics from Glassnode. This ratio has historically aligned with market capitulation points. Meanwhile, long-term holders continue to accumulate, having added over 500,000 BTC since February. Analysts suggest that if this trend continues, the market could be approaching a rebound phase, as price bottoms often form when short-term holders are flushed out and long-term conviction strengthens. Most of our viewers, most of you watching, most of our friends, we're all long-term holders. So we're not getting flushed out right now. We all know better. Don't get taken. If you're new to this thing, it's buy and hold, not financial advice, just some friendly advice. Always do your own research. Coinbase Institutional now considers the crypto market to be in a bear phase, citing that over 50% of the top 50 cryptocurrencies have fallen more than 20% from their highs. Bitcoin has breached its 200-day simple moving average, a critical technical level watched by traders, and sentiment continues to sour amid rising macroeconomic uncertainty. Coinbase's report suggests that structural market shifts, including reduced leverage and increased long-term holder activity, may be changing how bear markets manifest, but short-term traders should be prepared for continued downside. Short-term. The U.S.-China trade war has intensified, now expanding beyond tariffs into strategic sectors like AI chips, aerospace, and pharmaceuticals. The U.S. imposed strict export controls on high-end semiconductors, prompting China to retaliate by halting Boeing aircraft deliveries and suspending export permits for key goods. Gold prices hit $3,300 an ounce. I didn't even notice that. That's pretty significant. As investors fled to safety and global equity markets tumbled. Meanwhile, Indian manufacturing is rising as companies seek alternatives. Good for them. They've got the manpower too. The worsening conflict adds a new layer of geopolitical risk that could suppress global growth and prolong inflation. Bitcoin bulls may get some help from macro conditions. A new analysis by CryptoQuant and other liquidity trackers shows a 3.5% surge in global liquidity within the last 24 hours, the largest single-day increase since early 2024. Liquidity includes central bank balance sheets, commercial bank reserves, and money market activity, all of which influences risk on assets like crypto. Historically, Bitcoin's price has responded positively to liquidity injections, and some analysts believe this could be the fuel needed to restart a short-term rally, especially after recent BTC sell-offs. I think sales are getting exhausted, personally. Fed Chair Powell, Federal Reserve Chair Powell will speak today at the Economic Club of Chicago, offering new insights into the Fed's policy path amid escalating tariff tensions following President Trump's abrupt 10% baseline tariff on most imports and partial rollbacks that left China facing 145% duties. Markets have been volatile, with bond yields rising and equity indices dropping. Powell's comments will be closely watched for signs of policy adjustment as the Fed weighs inflation risk against economic slowdown. Some analysts expect the Fed may pause its tightening if trade shocks persist. They're just about paused anyway. I think that's coming sooner than later with everything else going on the way they are. But I think actually in the long term, I'm pretty bullish about our economic situation personally. On April 16th, Bitcoin spot ETFs experienced a net inflow of $76.4 million. This was actually not the 16th, it was the 15th. Oh man, I think actually it is. So maybe that was this morning. I think Chat GPT might give me the wrong information, because that would explain why Ethereum spot ETF saw a total net flow of 0 so far today. Maybe. I'm not sure if this information is accurate. We'll skip it. We'll get back to it tomorrow. Been training GPT, and it gets like stupider sometimes. Doesn't do the same thing that it did yesterday, but we've been doing it for like 2 weeks, and now it's like all of a sudden confused. I think Microsoft's screwing with me. Zealy X Stacks. Zealy has officially integrated the Stacks network, allowing users to connect their Stacks wallet and complete fully on-chain quests, from NFTs to tokens and custom experiences. Everything on Stacks can now be verified and rewarded directly through Zealy. This marks a major leap forward in aligning community engagement with on-chain activity. Shout out to Bitflow Finance, Leather BTC, and Granite BTC for helping bring this integration to life. More collaborations may be involved. Let the team know if you contributed, if you actually were part of that. Zealy wasn't sure if they actually got everybody's name in the tweet. That's really what that's about. Boom. That's right. Boom. Boom launches priority subdomain access for .btc holders. Boom is offering .btc holders a chance to claim their matching .boom.btc subdomain, but only for a limited time from April 12th to May 11th. Users who register for the Boom wallet at boom.money/reserve can optionally reserve a subdomain like yourname.boom.btc or DeOrganized.boom.btc, which is now a thing. PeaceLoveMusic.boom.btc will soon be as well, as soon as I have some free time to go participate with some of my other wallets. But I've already gone through this process. Super smooth, super easy. Cannot wait for Boom to be launched fully. Love what Dan and the team are working on over there. The move is designed to simplify Bitcoin transactions, making them as easy as sending an email. There's no pressure to participate in your existing .btc name. Still works on Boom, but if you don't claim it, someone else could. So you don't want to lose your .btc or your .boom.btc and then someone else be impersonating you on this burgeoning new app coming to our ecosystem. This is a branding and UX play aimed at onboarding the next wave of Bitcoin users while expanding Boom's BNS-powered ecosystem. Again, love what they're doing over at Boom. Stacks Innovation Livestream. DeOrganized is proud to host the Stacks Innovation and Improvement and Innovation Weekly Call, streaming every Friday at 10:30 a.m. after with Hero Gamer, Hattie, and Peace. Shout out to Hero Gamer, by the way. If you get a message from someone that says Hero Gamer Temp on X, I believe, not 100% certain yet, but I believe it is Hero. And maybe we'll get him on the live stream. Actually, maybe I should send him a link and he can come join us and talk to us and we can verify it's him. But I guess Hero lost access to all of his accounts. He had his phone and laptop stolen. They were all in the same bag. He was traveling or something, and we're trying to get him set back up. So if you get a message from somebody that is impersonating Hero Gamer, it might actually be Hero. But right after the morning show, we have on Fridays at 10:30. Last week's call kept the momentum going and focused updates on active SIP developer tooling and community-led upgrades across the Stacks ecosystem. This ongoing live stream series gives builders, creators, and contributors a front row seat to the evolution of Bitcoin layers, whether it's deep dives on .btc usability, SBTC scaling, or new protocol ideas, maybe some proposed changes to stacking rules and details. This is where the Stacks community comes together to push innovation forward. Fridays at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, only on DeOrganized. Hashtag Stacks. I don't know. I got hashtags in there again. GPT doesn't understand what I'm asking for half the time. Bitfinex now supports STX trading. One of the world's leading digital asset exchanges has officially launched trading for STX. The native token of the Stacks blockchain. Trading began on April 9th at 2 p.m. UTC and is now live with peers against the US dollar, that's STX USD, and Tether, STX USDT. Deposits are open and liquidity appears to be sufficient for active trading. There are unconfirmed reports suggesting Bitfinex may become a network signer for Stacks, though no official statement has been released, and we're not sure if that is actually a thing or not. Speaking of Zealy, we have daily Zealy quests live with Bitflow. Bitflow and DeOrganized have teamed up to bring you daily quests on Zealy, and the only way to get in is by tuning into the DeOrganized morning show. Each day, we drop the exclusive password live during the broadcast. You know what? I'm going to do that now. Bitflow is your go-to DEX on Stacks, a powerful aggregator pulling the best swap rates from Alex, Arcadico, and Valar. Trade BTC, SBTC, STX, USDC, and Rune seamlessly, including Liquidium's Lick token. It's the only DEX on Stacks with native BTC swaps, and add SBTC or PBDC with no impermanent loss, no pairing required, single-sided liquidity. Use the DCA tool to auto-buy BTC, SIP10 tokens, or runes, and you can start over at app.bitflow.finance/pool to get access to those single-sided pools. Today's password for the Zealy campaign, building on Bitflow. You can go right to that QR code. Will take you right to today's campaign, or you can just go to the Zealy Bitflow page, find the DeOrganized section, participate. And if you need the prior day's stuff, we do usually launch it at the beginning of the shows. You can catch all of our old shows over on a YouTube channel. It's at DeOrganized on YouTube. Building on Bitcoin is the password. Did I say it? I don't even know. I say it. I make it all up as I'm going along, so it makes it I forget what I just said sometimes. Thanks for the reminder, GP. While we're at it, another shout out to another one. We are very blessed to have a few awesome marketing partners with us here, and Stacking DAO is the leading liquid staking platform for the Stacks network. Stacking DAO is changing the game by letting users earn up to 10% APY on their STX while keeping their assets liquid. Unlike traditional staking, their unique design means no minimums, and users start earning rewards immediately, so there are zero switching costs when moving from other stacking pools. Plus, you've got options. Choose to get your rewards in STX or SBTC, whatever fits your strategy. I use both. Want to start earning yields today? Head over to stackingdao.com and jump in. Stacking DAO, where liquidity meets opportunity. And just real quick shout out before I bring in our guests. Good morning, Nobody Famous. Good morning, Reese, my brother. Love you guys. Love you guys. Good morning, Elder Statesman. What's up? What's up? It really makes us super happy when you guys say hi in the live chat. Got GPSC. Good morning, brother. How you doing today?
Good morning. How are you doing?
Doing good, man. Feeling good. Feeling good. And we got James, a.k.a. Posted from Liquidium. What is up, sir? How are you today, man?
GM, doing well. And thank you for having me on your wonderful show, man.
Thank you for the kind words, and thank you for joining us today, man. Really appreciate you coming out and joining us and taking the time. And, you know, I hope that the news was long enough for you to get all your coffee drinking in. I have this giant mug and I never finish it by the time the show's over. It's
Today I traded out the coffee for something a little more potent. I got the Celsius on deck, so we're chugging away right now.
Gen morning, sir.
Yes, sir. No breakfast, nothing. Straight to the
breakfast.
Celsius.
What's that?
Got me, bro.
I had breakfast.
I love the chain, man.
Oh, for the longest time since we've been doing the morning show. There ain't no such thing as breakfast.
Yeah. We forgot all about that. No, I appreciate you. I appreciate it to represent the Bitcoin fraud culture.
Love
today,
it.
you know?
Love it. I was just getting into ordinals when that happened, thanks to our the legend of Stacks Legends, as I call him, Jack Binswitch. Got me into the node rocks, which I love. I love the community there. But I kind of like went too much into node rocks and not enough into anything else, and I regret that wholeheartedly. Like I have a couple of other things, but nothing really, nothing awesome like the frogs or some of the stuff that carries a little bit more weight on a Liquidium. Which for those that don't know, Liquidium is a platform where you can borrow against your Bitcoin-based assets. So why don't you want to tell us a little bit more about how that works?
Yeah, no problem at all. For those who don't know, that is exactly correct. Liquidium is your spot to do lending and borrowing for Bitcoin-based assets, whether that's ordinals, runes, BRC20s. Gives you more flexibility with your liquidity, whether you're looking to borrow against your assets short term, or you are wanting to put your BTC to work and earn yield. So with that, one of my things I always throw out there in this little TED Talk is not financial advice, but one thing I like to do is lend against ordinal collections or rune bags that I like and have conviction in. So like Bitcoin frogs, OMBs, the ones that if there were to be a default from the borrower, then it's kind of a strategic play that I would be very happy with getting that asset in a default at a hopefully prorated rate. And then at that, right, you're still hopefully getting it at a prorated rate. So do with that what you will. So that's how I like to kind of play the game as a lender.
And borrow. Like I could actually go, so somebody has something that they want to put up, they want to borrow against. It's put on there like a marketplace, and then people with liquidity can go make a loan against that. And then if it defaults, they're pulling some of the, so you're making strategic decisions as to what you want to actually provide liquidity for, which almost kind of gives a fundamental market, a way to kind of read what the market interest is for which projects actually are showing the most interest.
Exactly. And some people even like equate it to putting like a call option on like an asset at a certain price. So for example, like if you lend at say 85% of the current floor of an OMB, so 85% of the LTV, so I don't even know what OMBs are at right now, but we'll call it like 0.025 BTC or something. So they get the 0.025 BTC. Maybe it's a 10-day loan. In that time, if they don't pay it back, then they keep whatever amount of BTC they still have left from that loan, and you get the collateral. We never touch the collateral. It's in a DLC, in an escrow, controlled by the time lock and conditions. So we never have any control over the assets. It's strictly based on those conditions. So you either get your BTC back with interest or you get that collateral. So that's the way you kind of think about it as a lender.
That's really, so you're either earning your interest on your loan, or you're getting an asset at a price you felt good about earlier. So you're at the point, if there is a default, you're getting the asset probably a little bit worth less than you put into it. So it's something you want to be comfortable holding that asset long term. You have a conviction that it'll appreciate in value down the line. What's up, Michael? How you doing today? Michael, I don't know if you're familiar with James and Liquidium. We just went over it, so I'll give you a brief rundown. Liquidium is a platform where you can lend and borrow against digital assets like ordinals and runes tokens too, right?
Exactly. Yep.
Is it just ordinals and runes tokens right now? Is there other meta?
Ordinals, runes, and BRC20s. Yeah, and one thing I do want to put on that last part is that, you know, being in touch with the market is also a big thing too, right? So when you are doing your strategy for lending, for example, I think it's very important to have been paying attention to the recent price action of said collections so that you kind of do have that knowledge base of, is this a stable price? Maybe, you know, how much will the price fluctuate during a given loan term, whether that's, you know, 5 days, 7 days, 10 days. So yeah, that's just another thing I like to do, to be a little bit more informational based about doing my lending.
Are they almost always what's the average time frame for the loans? Is there a minimum? Is there a maximum time that you can lend and borrow?
Yeah, that's a great question. So it depends on the collection. So the way our governance works, in a way of like proposing more terms for different collections, is actually done through our governance proposal program. If you guys don't know, Liquidium is actually the first governance rune on Bitcoin, and on Votico's platform. Votico is a platform for doing governance, and we have our token on Votico. So we've done, I believe, 6 or 7, I'm not sure off the top of my head, 6 or 7 that I remember, community proposals where they are based around term details, term lengths, additions of those. So it's very community led. So that being said, some only have maybe 5-day terms. More of the blue chip ordinals collections, for example, like Taproot Wizards, have multi-day terms. Quantum Cat's multi-day terms, so like 5, 10, and 16, 7, 16, and 30. So there are some variations, and right in the UI, as you kind of scroll down, you can take a look and see in the middle there, that middle column, how many different day terms there are. Yep, that's 7, 10, 30, 5, 10. So that's how you can easily, at a glance as a user, just be able to get all the information you want before you even, you know, click to submit an offer or take an offer. You can see the current best offers, what percentage of the LTV is the best offer. So all the information you would need if you're lending and you even try to want to edge out the competition to give a slightly more favorable term. So there, you get all the information there. And recently we just rolled out instant loans on Liquidium, which is the first edition for instant experience for Bitcoin assets. So for a borrower, for example, if you want to borrow against your runes, you literally just set your parameters, your LTV. You go to your assets you want to borrow against, and it's a one-click process now, utilizing the writing of smart contracts in ICP, actually. So that's the only thing it's used for. Our entire flow is still the same way it worked before with DLCs. So it's still non-custodial on our end. It's still writing back to Bitcoin. ICP is not holding, like, for example, the assets, and at that, it's not using CKBTC, literally only using the canisters to sign the contracts that way. So yeah, if you have rune bags, or if you have Bitcoin, there's now a very, very instantaneous way to lend and borrow against those, and we're working to make it a really set it and forget it process. So our goal is that you'll be able to, as a lender, come in, set your parameters for the bags you like, and soon we'll also offer instant loans for ordinals. So you'll be able to set your parameters for your ordinals as well, whatever ones you're comfortable lending against based on how much BTC you have in your wallet, and then set it, forget it. you will basically, it'll auto, take offers and work for you without you always having to come in and re-sign every single loan every single time. You can always come in and you'll be able to change your parameters, but that is our goal, is that you'll be able to eventually kind of set it and forget it and have your Bitcoin work for you on the bags that you want it to work with.
That's awesome stuff, man. Awesome stuff. Shout out to a couple more of our friends in the live chat. What's up, Elder Statesman? Digibyte Party Team, what's going on? We got, the Orange Collector jumping in early. Orange is, he's a Chad in our space. We love. How you doing today, Orange?
I'm doing fine. How about you?
I'm doing well, man. Doing well. Orange is a hustler in our Find2Earn games. I don't know if James, if you're familiar with our Find2Earn games, what we're doing with Xenitron, but
oh yeah, I love Xenitron. I love his Find2Earn game. It's pretty cool.
And you're welcome to hang out and play with us today. But I don't know if you have the time. We go live with those games around 9:30, so just about 20 minutes. Okay. And if you're welcome to stay and play with us, you don't have to actually play. You can actually just hang out and enjoy the goofiness. But we do love playing. And we do love playing. And Orange is like the man to beat. If he's playing, your odds of winning go down dramatically.
Sounds like today's not a good day to play for me.
Honestly, we had a new player beat him. You know what? It's always a good day to play. It's always a good day to play. But we actually end up we do a couple of rounds where it's like a whitelisted for only new players. We'll get you added to that if you do want to play. We let Michael join in the whitelist rounds too, because he's not as good as some
part of the
them.
H1B process is to get on the whitelist. Yeah. I was going to say, so to me, Liquidium sounds like a place where we can leverage blockchain-based assets as collateral.
Yes.
Is that right so far?
Absolutely. Okay. Yep, for Bitcoin-based assets.
In this case, yes. Bitcoin-based assets. So Bitcoin is not just a currency, but a place or a network whereupon you can create assets. And so Liquidium represents a place where you can turn these assets into economic capital through collateralization. The reason I ask is because, the dream on one of our sides is the world where residential or commercial real estate transactions involve Bitcoin as some sort of collateral. But imagine you could have not just Bitcoin as a currency, but Bitcoin-based assets as collateral. It's very powerful.
Absolutely. That's exactly what we believe long-term too. We've been very much paying attention to the RWA sector and different companies that have started doing RWA on various chains, and even one project recently that did some gold RWA on Bitcoin. But yeah, that's exactly where we see things are going, and that's how we want to position ourselves, is to be ready for that and to be the place that continues to provide options for collateralization for any assets.
Because Dubai just announced that you could transact real estate purchases in Bitcoin a couple of weeks ago, right? So the writing's on the wall for that.
Completely agree with you.
It's coming. It's all coming, and we have pioneers like Liquidium helping build out the rails on how this is going to work moving forward, and it's really, really awesome stuff. If you have some liquidity and you're interested in ordinals, it might actually be a good way to even try to accumulate. You can put some liquidity in, maybe earn some yield, maybe get some discounted ordinals projects that you're interested in.
It's kind of like a real estate investment trust with Bitcoin-based assets.
Well, to be honest with you, Bitcoin and Bitcoin-based assets are kind of like digital real estate,
Mm-hmm.
and supply and demand is functions everywhere.
Real estate is in the eye of the beholder.
Unreal estate.
It's my block space and I need it now.
Hey, let's share it. Let's time share the block space. No. Oh no. Pisa was like, yes, let's time share
The block space in Florida.
So Jack, you must have seen that group. You're in that group chat. It was in the morning show group chat where Jack had suggested an idea for a new game idea with NFTs, kind of based on the idea for Cards Against Humanity. Is that what it's called?
Sorry, can you get evicted from your block space?
Get evicted.
Well, depends on whether you rent or own. And that's actually where I was going with this. When I was chatting around with ChatGPT about this, one of the ideas was you need to hold the NFTs to be able to play the game. Is kind of, we're still brainstorming the concept, but you might not need to actually own them. Maybe you can rent them. You know what I mean? Mike, your volume went out.
Yeah, it's kind of like a monopoly on chain.
It's kind of like Monopoly on chain. That's
like
actually, yeah, maybe. And yeah, we definitely like bitmaps, right?
Ethereum is like Baltic Avenue or something like that.
I don't know about that. Bitcoin, Ethereum, probably more like
That would be an interesting graphic to have.
That
market cap.
That right turn just after the prison.
All right, I'm gonna make that now.
That's where Ethereum is.
It's just CoinGecko API, and you just show Monopoly board of the mindshare market value transacted.
So that's
Are
another.
you sure Ethereum isn't the prison?
That's what. Yeah.
Wow.
I just feel like it actually.
I thought BSV was the prison.
Holding is Ethereum.
Okay, that there you go.
Unless you travel to Singapore, in which case the UK can't put you in jail.
Right.
Wait, what happened?
So they had a judgment against Craig Wright, and I think they wanted to put him in jail, and they can't put him in jail if he's in a country that doesn't allow for extradition.
Wait,
Right.
why do they want to put Craig Wright in jail? I don't believe he's Satoshi, by the way, but I mean, I don't think he's actually done something.
It's okay. We're all friends here. You can tell everyone that we all believe that. You know, say Craig Wright 3 times, then your transaction, the big block will occur. Yeah, it's a long story, but I think he's somewhere in Asia.
He's from what?
James, maybe you can explain.
No, I think you hit it on the head. Yeah, he's basically escaping getting put in prison by being in like foreign countries that don't allow extradition.
Sure, I understand that. I just don't understand why they
should have looked into. Perhaps
why do they want to put? Is that actually? Oh, so they are trying to put him in prison because for tax evasion?
No, it's we're combining a few things just for comedic effect, but the idea is that Craig Wright did something that Roger Ver may have wanted to do in hindsight, which is to go to a country that doesn't have extradition.
Well,
as soon as they put Roger,
yeah, a good strategy for everybody. Just
as soon as they
never know what they're gonna.
As soon
I'll
as they
put the
put
news
Roger
article
Ver
in chat here.
As soon as they put Roger Ver in jail, I was like, yo, BTC's going to the moon.
Send it.
Here, let me pull this up.
Let's
get it. Oh, you got it. Already clicked the button.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Can you imagine an Australian person having contempt of court for an English court? You know? Because they're essentially Irish, right?
Why was he sentenced to jail though? Just for what were they? What was? I didn't even know he was sentenced to jail. Starting
you don't know
claim.
about the Mellor case. There's 2 cases. There's case
they're saying his claim was fraudulent because his claim was that he had some kind of intellectual property rights to Bitcoin.
Oh yeah, that was the whole court case between Copa and Craig Wright.
I never really followed never really followed because I wasn't all that interested in. I don't think that he's legit. I never
How
bought his
dare you.
story. So, just how I feel.
Yeah, Guru Michael.
Sometimes I just kind of get a hunch, and my instincts just tell me something, and so I go with them. So I just never felt that he was. I never felt like he was legit. Anything I heard from him, so it just I just thought
I
it was
think
a
that-
circus case to begin with, which maybe
I'm
that's
just
why
glad-
they sentenced him, because he was kind of getting silly.
You know, for the BSV and the Enchain folks, I'm just glad they found a new home with like OpCat,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
So the vision lives on, because OpCat existed on BCH and BSV for the past 6 years? 2018, 7 years. So they had a lot of experience working with it.
So how does that work?
And
Like people can like opt in to upgrade to that network whenever they do a soft fork. Like, do we ever like? Because OpCat is going to be a soft fork, right, for Bitcoin?
Yeah, there's
If
a
it
bit like
passes, yeah.
47 or something like that.
Bit 420. Yeah, there's a couple of them. Yeah, but essentially, if there's enough support, the miners, support it, the whole consensus thing, and it does pass, then OpCat it won't be like you have to opt in. It'll be available for anybody who wants to build on L1, but it's actually available in Signet, right? I think Signet, one of the test nets on Bitcoin right now. So if you actually wanted to play around with it, it is live in one of the test nets right now, but that's as much as I know at the moment.
Solid.
right on.
Yeah. That's
Just
good.
want to shout out some of the chads in the chat. Good morning, Crypt Titty. Good morning, little dude. And good morning, Kenny. How you doing, Ness?
Killer name.
Crypt Titty.
I love it. I love it.
You don't move away screens.
The two best names on our
I
audience
switched my
are
screen,
Crypt
and you said
Titty
Crypt
and
Titty, and I moved back. And I'm like,
Crypt Titty
is this a new offering on Liquidium? You hold it out.
and not to be outdone, we have another one who onboarded through Find2Earn with Xenitron, and his name is Sir Cunnilingus. And actually, we got him his .btc name for him as an homage, because we were like, we couldn't let him not get that status.
No, that's legendary.
I had to go to be an
And he
S1.
actually is really good
We
at.
went from the collateralization of Bitcoin-based assets to Crypto Titty and Mr.
That's how we're feeling today. April 16th is Wednesdays.
This is DeOrganized, okay, guys? Like,
Apparently.
Michael shouldn't be surprised at all. This is like how Michael joins us every day almost, and it goes this way.
I still get surprised.
I love
Oh
it.
yes, Crypto Titty from the hedge fund REIT. Yes, that's
Not
correct.
Crypto Titty, it's Crypt Titty.
my,
Don't be confused.
my
His name-
mistake.
Look. There's
Is that like Tales from the Crypt?
how is Crypt doing? How is Crypt doing? I haven't heard from him in a
Tick
minute.
keeper.
I'm gonna stop.
Yeah,
No, we can't talk about it. Too close to Crypt.
I
Where
mean,
is-
I would watch that show, Tales from the Crypt Titty.
Tales from the Crypt
Tells-
Crypt Titty came on the show last night, right, GP?
I
Yeah,
missed it. Pokeroo.
Yeah, he came on and kicked it with us. His first inaugural episode. We popped his podcast cherry last night, man. He's pretty witty, man. He came through and he
How
had
does
some
the
funny.
Crypt Titty unmute? Do they just like move their shoulder?
What?
I don't know, Mike.
James.
I don't know.
I'm just doing
How
the
could you
thing.
hold that one together?
I don't even understand what the hell you just said.
James had us smiling, so he agrees.
Yes. Crypt Titty goes on mic by moving his shoulder.
Yeah, dude.
The power of the tit, man. Is it the left or the right, though? That's the real question.
Great
No,
icebreaker.
it's singular.
Right.
That does
It's a
leave a little bit
singular-
of.
It's just one. It's Crypt Titty. So it's like, hey, good
Oh.
question, bro. Good
Yeah,
Unit
it types by
Titty.
hunting and pecking. Yeah.
Is it a unitity situation?
A uni titty. That's what's going on. It's so Tales from the Crypt Titty is 10 out of 10 IMDb.
Reminds me of Total Recall. Remember that scene in Total Recall?
I
great.
have. Is awesome.
With the three,
Arnie.
that's correct.
You remember that? And that messed me up. Actually, I was like, "This isn't right. This isn't
That
right."
introduced me into adulthood, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, it made you a man.
Shouts out Total Recall.
Yeah.
That is a great movie.
Not have watched
Great
that
movie.
at that age. Way too young to watch
Nah,
that movie.
bro.
I was like, oh, look,
Wow.
it's a movie about space. This should be what?
Dude, the scene whenever he like goes out and then his mask gets broken and then his face
Dude, that ending scene is crazy.
Crazy. Yeah, definitely not rated for kids. You probably shouldn't have been watching it.
Probably not.
So, how you guys feeling about the price action? I think actually we're stabilizing, to be honest.
Yeah.
What is the price?
Bitcoin was at 83.8 as of a little while before broadcasts.
Chopping sideways.
If Bitcoin
Probably
is
gonna-
digital gold, should we expect it to have the price action of actual gold?
It's actually more stable than the S&P right now, actually.
Well, I'm just saying, like, a lot of the institutions, it looks like to me, are creating synthetics and derivatives in order to avail themselves of the alpha in Bitcoin. So if gold is valuable yet relatively stable, right? Might we expect the same thing from Bitcoin because of the way institutions choose to bet on it? Just throwing that out there.
Yeah. There was a post this morning that I saw about gold and Bitcoin being the assets that people will flock to just for stability. So, I don't disagree that that's.
I think gold was up to like $3,300, which
I
is
saw that, yeah.
is
new
high.
all-time,
What stacks up?
like
Just
57.
under 84.
That's awesome. So imagine that Stacks is at its lowest. That's why I say value does not equal price times units, because Stacks, I think, just added Bitfinex as a signer, as you guys said.
No, I don't. That is unconfirmed.
It's still
Is
it's
it?
still circulating though. Like people are still saying like
Well, I'm doing my best to keep circulating it just because it's good news anyway. If it turns
So-
out to be false, I'm just a jack-off realtor.
From what I can see,
plausible deniability.
Bitfinex lists Stacks and joins as signer. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
I've
looking
seen a couple.
Where's that?
articles.
Where's
Uh,
that?
I'll-
article?
I'll put it in the.
There were like 3 or 4 articles that reported that last week, but
Mhm.
at the Stacks Marketing Working Group, I confirmed that there was no actual news to support that we have at this time.
Okay.
So it may or may not be
It's
accurate.
notoriously
Wait,
difficult
wait.
to report in real time. That makes sense.
Well,
But
it may or may not be accurate. I haven't been able to confirm that it's not true, but how do you prove a negative? You have to talk to everybody and say, is this true? Until someone in the know can say, no, that's definitely not happening, but they can't say that because they don't know what everyone else might be working on. So likely inaccurate based on the sources that I've read it from, and then the people that aren't aware of it being true. But I'm going to keep saying it might be because there's reports that it might be true, and no such thing as bad publicity in this space, right?
You want to pull up that
it did get listed by Bitfinex. It just got listed on Bitfinex. That's good stuff. And Hex Trust, that's big news too. That what's going on with Hex Trust with support for both STX and SBTC. That's huge for the Asia market. Exporting into Stacks.
So I'm looking at this article here. Adding STX is part of our goal to actively participate in what we believe is a paradigm shift for Bitcoin, said Anush Bosson, head of listings at Bitfinex. Right? So
Say that first word again. Partnering. What was it?
Adding STX is part of our goal to actively participate in what we believe is a paradigm shift for Bitcoin, said Anush Bosson, head of listings at Bitfinex.
Right. It's definitely been listed. It's definitely listed at Bitfinex.
Tradable.
So
Yeah, it would be huge and awesome if they do get added as a signer, or anybody else. Actually, the more
I'm looking
signers.
at something that says that they're a signer.
What was that?
I'm looking at something that says that they join as a network signer.
What's the source?
I put it in the chat. Take a look. The general point is that the price, we usually infer that news has a connection to price. Does that make sense? That's
DL News. Is that DeFi Llama?
I don't know. I think it's
Or
down.
I believe it is.
It's very California.
Oh, I mean, it may or may not be true, but what we're talking about here is that at the worst, Bitfinex has recognized the Stacks network, and
it didn't even cause a blip in Stacks. Does that make sense?
This is actually a little bit because the whole market sentiment is rough right now. Stacks under 60 cents is amazing.
It's incredible. Not financial advice.
Not
I hope it
financial-
goes lower.
Dang, I wish I had more cash.
I wish Bitcoin
Right.
was 15 grand. Does that make sense?
Say that
Right.
again.
Can I have
As a
3
market-
back, please? 3 grand Bitcoin again.
Yeah, right.
As a
3
market,
grand when the government was giving us money to stay home.
Thank you.
as a market participant, we should want the prices to
That's
go
really
lower.
the problem.
No.
Hey, it's time.
Xenitron in the building.
Let's go. Good morning, Zealy.
GM everyone. Hello, hello.
Good morning, sir. How are you today?
I'm fine. I'm dead.
And what
you
is
are
that?
alive.
Oh, why am
Okay,
I-
mortals.
My music didn't come back on. Restream's been buggy.
I'm working.
It's time for Find to Earn. Michael, you want to do a screen share for the 1st
Let's do
round?
it.
Zenny,
Unless
we got closed round today. James, do you want to participate today? You want to just hang out, or just gonna chill? So we won't put him on the game. We won't put him into the game round. Oh yeah, let me get you the live stream link, guys. One of the first rule of Find to Earn is you have to share out the live stream. Make sure you like and share the live stream. If you are the first one to win, and you win a round and you get the game round right, but you didn't share out the live stream, the game master will take your prize and give it to the next winner. Do not make the mistake. I've seen it happen. He is very strict about following the rules. It's important for gameplay. So you have to share out the live stream, and you have to like and share the game round posts. And Michael's going to share his screen. Michael, why don't you walk through? Head on over to the Skullcoin BTC account. Show everybody. We'll just walk people through what the process is.
Skullcoin. The first step in participating and playing with us, the Skullcoin Find to Earn game, is by liking and retweeting the live stream. That's right, liking and retweeting the live stream. And then we're gonna go to Skullcoin. And then we're gonna wait to see the game come up. The game's gonna look like this. It'll show you a picture, and you have to use Google Maps to find the location. When you find the location of the picture on Google Maps, then you can take these coordinates and paste them back over. We're going to show you how to play coming soon.
Michael, you are amazing. Like,
Yeah,
I
now
will
you
take
have. Now you
my
can't leave.
underworld.
You have to come on every day now.
Yeah.
That's the semi-professional part.
Michael, one and only.
Semi. It's only semi-professional because we're not getting paid.
We need to collateralize our unearnings.
We need to, yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh no, DeOrganized
That's
is
another breakthrough. How do we collateralize our potential earnings?
Oh my god. Tales from the mezzanine financing. So now we're just waiting. You notice that
Liquidium.
it shows
It
on-
happens all the time.
Okay,
it
that's-
happens to me.
okay,
Yeah,
look.
it'll do it on
Again.
Skullcoin too, and it looks like you're not following every day. It does it every
It's
day.
so weird when I'm live streaming and it's like, oh, I'm not following the account. I'm supposed to be playing a game.
I know the feeling because it happens to me all the time. I have guests on. I'm like, or
it's
like I
like,
put up the Liquidium thing, but I'm on my Chrome browser and I only have
Hey,
a
man, you should
testnet
pick up
wallet
my
there,
best
so I'm not
friend.
connected. And it's like, it is what
Hey,
it
man,
is.
I've known
We're
this guy
both
forever.
in
It's
this
a
now.
muted account. Yeah.
I like to say that the laughs and the good content just outnumbers these kind of things, so we're not worried about it.
Mhm. Try to cover it. Yeah. Cover and post. Earn free.
We don't
So
have
we're
to
just
post.
waiting.
We're live.
Well, that's right.
Keep your pants on, please.
Post stream clarity. Yeah. Sorry. Xenitron, when you're ready.
Okay, we're ready. Let's play. Let's go.
Make sure you
5,
guys are sharing out the stream.
4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. The game is on.
So we now refresh.
We have
And-
starting point and 2 locations. You can find the first one or the second one.
Okay. So
Oh, this is very cool. And this
We are
game round
looking
is
for-
sponsored by RuCoin. RuCoin is one of the best community coin
Ooh.
projects and stacks brought to us by the legend of stacks legends, Jack Binswitch and Ian Banksia. Great stuff going on with Ru. Sorry, Michael. Take it away.
no, please. So we're looking for this scene. Where
I
seems
think, Michael, we have go forward. There is some water.
Whoa. I think so. Here's where we are on the map, and we are looking for this scene. It seems to me that there is some sort of body of water of some sort. You know, it's a wild guess. And so let's just tuck this guy over here. And now we're looking for this.
Go right.
And so if you want to see where we are on the planet, this is where we are. Whoa! Zooming in. So, let's see if we can get this on the first try. You click on this guy to see the street. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right. Now, let's see if we can get this in one shot. So, there's a little steeple over here, right? They say it's not about the size of your steeple, but that's the guy she told you not to worry about. Now, let's see if we can... where is that steeple? Is that here? Let's go back. So there's like orangey houses. Huh. Is that it? Well, I just take a wild guess.
I found this like 20 minutes ago, bro.
What? Boom. Look at this. But can you do this? Oh, look. But did you find the Sphinx?
Oh,
Huh?
that's way cooler.
Ooh. Graham
We gotta
Hank,
do that one.
get your heart out. Joe Rogan ain't got nothing on us. You know? Find2Earn, we just found the lost civilization of Egypt. You know, this
Ancient
that was a-
astronaut theorists say.
yeah, this Gobekli Tepe is right beneath this. Did you know that? It's crazy. So
So luckily, Tepe is under the Sphinx.
it is now. We just
In
get to make up
Turkey?
whatever we want. And one of the benefits of playing Find2Earn is you get to look at all the ladies.
Okay, we have the winner for a game with the gate in the park. It's I am Yakuza Zambezi.
Very good. Congratulations to our winners.
How you beat me, I have any guess. But our friend Orange is going to show you how you actually play. Next.
Wait, did I am Takudze Wazambezi actually win both rounds, both of the games?
Sounds like a Japanese
well,
Nigerian.
Maybe.
Can you say
We
that
don't
again?
know yet.
That's
Or was the
exotic,
other
bro.
one? Because I see
No.
that is a mouthful, and it's again they got a .btc. Thank God they locked that up because that would have definitely been a popular one. To go
No,
Million people trying to get that
the
address.
second one is not the right one.
for. So we still have the second image to be located. Mike,
Oh.
get back to work.
Oh, geez. Okay, let's do it. So, back to work. We still have a chance somehow. Now, we're looking for this. So, this is the entrance into I think the CFR group that Mr. Jones and friends were talking about. Is that right? So, let's,
Mr. Jones and you.
CFR. The Minecraft building.
Council on foreign relatives or something.
I don't know what you're talking about. So we are back here, and we tuck this aside like we're in California on a Friday night. And sorry,
That was a killer one.
shouldn't be allowed to do this.
Okay, I'm preparing the next game. While there, we need last person to find.
All right, I think that.
Yeah, we can launch the next rounds while we're waiting for the whitelist rounds to find the entry to this park.
Damn, I think this is where Yves Saint Laurent got shot.
No, I see like the Lord knows they found the second one. Okay, we have two winners. We move forward.
Excuse me.
Let's go.
I wonder what this. Oh, this just means curve.
That's all.
Let's go.
Wow.
Curve to the left.
That's
Games for everyone.
Very popular location. This person's on their way right now. Okay.
she's heading right for the curve.
It's ahead of the curve.
There's
Look
another
it up.
one. She's mid curve right there.
Ah, mid curve. Yeah, she's definitely mid curve.
Look at all the ladies.
Can we get a front view on that one?
I think that's the premium package.
Oh yeah, you gotta pay for that. I got you.
Jeez.
Yeah.
All right.
Terrible.
Yeah.
This is more like a night experience than a morning one, huh?
This is
I know.
Italy. Oh no, where is this? This is on the across the sea from Italy, right? Like on the other side there.
I think it's in Romania.
Yeah, something like. Is that how they talk? I love that. I like the accent.
How it
man.
sounds to me.
Sounded authentic. Very.
Master of authentic
I
accents.
believe that I was talking to a Romanian, actually.
Guyanese Romanian. Yeah.
Well,
Very
yeah,
Italian.
obvi. Goes without saying.
You like
We
it
got-
roti? Sorry.
What? So we have 4 more game rounds to come. Sponsored
Yeah.
by Leo, Wrap Nothing, Bitcoin Pepe, and Welsh Corgi Crew. Welsh Corgi Coin. We also have the Welsh Wednesday segment coming up at 10 a.m. We will be chopping it up with them shortly.
Yeah, the last game will be for Welsh.
And we're gonna let Orange share his screen for the next round. That's a tough act to follow, Orange, by the way. Michael opened up and he's like he should have been headlining the comedy show. He like killed it for everybody else for the rest of the night.
I'm just killing time waiting for the professionals.
So I only have to make some inappropriate jokes and I'm good.
That's correct.
You know the deal.
I would call them
DeOrganized. DJ.
I would call them appropriate jokes. Appropriate. Apropos. Well
In that
timed.
case, I thought you just was zooming in on Staxy.
Mm.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
We
We
are
have-
ready.
2 games launched simultaneously for pro players, for everyone. Everyone can participate. We have a lot of games where new players beat the pro because like it's a fair game, fair competition. Everyone can win. It's based on skill and luck. You can be lucky. You can just drop yellow pegman and won. Just simple as that. Okay. We are launching 2 games simultaneously right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. The Pepe game first one, and the Leo game, Roof Meow, the second one. The games is
That
on.
is awesome.
Let's go.
Bitcoin, and make sure you guys share out the stream and like and repost the game round posts.
Yeah,
You
share
don't
the
want to
stream.
miss out on your opportunity.
Share the stream, like repost the games, or I banish you.
Or you will be banished.
Banished, dude. Don't get banished.
Do not get banished. The game master will banish you. Nobody wants that. Let's I just want to be orange.
Yeah, Orange just shows skill how to play. Learn from Orange. He's our most experienced player. Whatever, like, just learn from the pro.
You haven't even found one lady yet.
Okay, we have one winner for Leo game. It's
Wow, that was
DeFi
fast.
Dictator.
Well done.
Another soul joins the leaderboard. Congrats, Mortal.
Good job, Dee Dee.
DeFi
Well
Dictator
done,
was faster than Utopias for 15 seconds. They're intense games. We still have the Pepe game is on.
I'm working on the Pepe game. It's not super easy, it doesn't seem. There's a lot of cars on the road, like parked on the side, so it's hard to find. That's what I was looking for, was those specific cars. But there's too many.
I've never seen so many cars on the lawn in my life.
Where actually, that's funny. This is in
I wonder if you can predict the socioeconomic status by measuring the number of cars on a lawn. What do you think? As like a proxy?
well, I think at some point it actually goes in the other direction, because the lack of cars might actually indicate lower economic status.
You have to think that these are cars that have been stolen from a European country and have been shipped to North Macedonia. They are very inexpensive to acquire.
There was a great episode on The Sopranos.
Is that with the Italian mafia?
Yeah, that was with the fancy Mediterranean lady. It's a good episode.
There really are a lot of cars on lawns, though, huh? It's so weird.
It's uncanny, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you know what it is? A lot of that is really just the municipal
Lack of respect.
the lack of ordinances. There's just not ordinances that prevent them from doing
What they need is an HOA.
it.
An Italian HOA meeting would be
That's
so
it.
funny.
That's how the mafia started, actually. It's just an HOA. Some
HOAs
guy
all
put
the
up
way down.
Christmas decorations that the neighborhood hated.
Mm. I will say this: I like the cars, though. Maybe because I'm in my 40s.
Oh, is that? It's a,
Okay, you like cars. The next game, you will like boats.
Oh,
all right, we got some more car games coming up. Nobody found this yet. This one's hard.
No, we
Zenny.
have a winners. Okay, we have a lot of people found. Isaac was the first. I'm just waiting. Everyone just chilling.
why can't we play Mario Kart on Google Maps yet?
That's
What map?
interesting.
You know, Super Mario Kart? I want to play that on Google Maps.
Maybe one day we'll build like metaverse. Okay,
Shout
the
out
next
to
game you
Dave
have to find the
Wood.
boat.
For joining us, man. It was great having you. Would absolutely love to have you back again sometime soon. Was
Yeah,
great
thank you.
interview with him. Good dude. So glad we got a chance to get him on here.
Yeah, solid.
Amazing.
Let's see. So we got one more or two more game rounds coming up. They are for Wrapped Nothing and Welsh Corgi Coin coming up soon. And then we will have IB from the Welsh Corgi community joining the stream. And we will have our Welsh Wednesday segment coming up at 10 a.m. Talk more about what's going on with the Welsh Corgi community on Stacks. Really quick, while we are waiting for the next game round, I'm going to give a couple messages from our awesome sponsors. Here is a word from Stacking DAO. And shout out to Michael for joining us today. That was great stuff. A quick word from BitFlow.
Okay.
And we are now waiting. Orange will be showing us how it's done again on this next round. We are just waiting for the game rounds to launch. You just about ready, Zenny?
Yeah, we are ready. We can start right now. So
Alright.
it will be two games. For first game for nothing. You have to find nothing in the boat. And the second game for Welsh. You have to find the Welsh on the coastline. I believe it will be harder, but who knows? Like I mean, like the second game, the not game is easier. But you have to decide what game you will play. The first and game for nothing. The second game for Welsh.
And you think the first game is a little bit easier
Yeah.
today?
Yeah, I cannot play the nothing game again because they are suspecting me from doping.
So you're waiting for Welsh game?
Is it strategically sound to say yes? I don't know.
No,
Well,
you
I
can
don't
play
know.
any game.
Orange could be throwing us all a head fake, and maybe he's actually going to go for the nothing.
Very true. Sounds like right on par for an orange move.
JPC, are you playing?
Yes, I am gonna play
Okay.
this round.
Nice.
We all know that GPSC is going to win.
Well, we got a lot of. I see. Elder Statesman is in the house. He's talking about how he needs a win. I'm gonna try to play. We got Megaphone in the house. We've already gotten some winners from our other regular players in here. DeFi Dictator got in, so we got some people. There's some competition for these last 2 rounds.
Okay, last 2 rounds for today. Let's play. We are ready. Let's go. Repost and like before you starting to search. Don't forget, otherwise we don't count. We are launching right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Nothing game is on, and the Welsh game is on.
Let's go.
Let's see who will be the smarter one.
Who's the
So
one?
the both on the coastline, you have to find the coastline, the location.
He said it was easy.
That's what he said.
Yeah, he said it was easy. We don't know though. Might not be easy.
Dude's in an orange shirt on a boat. I really hope that it's easy.
Nice try, mortals.
I don't know whether I like the laugh better or that he calls us mortals. I think that's awesome. Too.
They're both based.
It's an insult.
It's an insult.
Only
Take it.
only to you non-mortals, sir.
Things that make you go,
He said it was easy, but it's not. It's not easy because
What game are you playing, Peace?
I'm playing the nothing game.
Yeah, I'm looking for a dude in an orange shirt right now. Says, oh, it could be a cross.
Yeah, that's the trick. The easier game was the Welsh.
Yeah, I went across the street too, but I don't know. It's still not easy.
Anyone play the Welsh game?
I didn't play the Welsh game yet.
Sounds
Maybe I should go.
like it might be the better option between the two.
Orange, you play nothing too?
Competition.
I'm playing nothing, yes.
Yeah, that's nice because like Welsh game was in the starting point. That's a trick just for our audience. Okay, the Welsh game winner is Utopias. He was faster than Elder Statement for some seconds.
Congratulations. I just jumped over there and I didn't find that one fast either. This is definitely a little bit challenging for this nothing one though, for
You
sure.
have to find nothing, sure.
Is that guy's not actually there, so you're not actually finding an orange guy.
Sure. I believe Orange won this one, yeah?
Looks like orange has it. Looks like orange has it.
Yeah.
Dude's a good player at this game. Very good.
Awesome stuff. Congratulations, Orange. Who won the Welsh one?
Utopias. Utopias.
Congratulations.
That's
Okay, we have Orange. That's
He was faster than Elder Statement.
Faster than Elder Statesman.
little bit, yeah. You can see like how the Welsh game was like designed. It was very funny because like starting point was near the car, and you have just to go around the car. So it
We
is a
do have IB from Welsh Corgi in the house. Good morning, IB. Welcome, welcome.
Hello, guys. How are you? Can you hear me well?
Yes, we can hear you very good, loud and clear.
Okay, perfect. That's good. So
Excellent.
I'm just catching you guys right now. Are you still playing?
We are just wrapping up the last two rounds. We just got winners for the last two rounds. We actually have Utopias won the Welsh Corgi round, and I think that they're a new player. They do have a .btc, but I'm not familiar with that name. Have you seen them before, Zenny?
Yeah, I'm not sure if he won before. I have to look on my leaderboard.
Very good, though. Congratulations. And so IB, we just got done with the game rounds. So you didn't catch a game round. I don't know. I apologize if you were here a little bit earlier. I just saw you jump in.
No, I just joined. Don't worry.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, we that was another excellent series of Find2Earn rounds. Congratulations on keeping your streak going, Orange. Thank you so much for participating with us today. And Zenny, always a pleasure. Zenny, are you gonna hang out a little bit, or are you gonna go back to get back to the?
Just little bit, and I disappear soon.
All right, very good. So, just getting back to our regular music here. I don't know why this is actually like. I think they updated something, so the music changing back and forth doesn't function the same. Good morning, IB. Actually, I guess it's is it good evening for you?
Yes. So nobody has the camera on right now?
No, we all do.
Why?
You can't see us?
You do? No, I can't say it, but it's okay. Okay, so no, yes, it's evening for me. It was very funny that Xenitron he added coordinates to a picture that I posted a few days ago. So that's a fun game. We can actually do it. I wonder how we can work out the price, but I think it's a pretty cool idea.
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
Yeah.
I missed it. So what did you launch you launched a game just on one of the posts?
No, basically, Staxi, she was saying hi from Malaysia. She posted 2 pictures, and it just inspired me to post a picture of my current location at the moment. So I said, like, telling you where I am without telling you where I am. And Xenitron, he probably recognized the place. It could also be that you do an image recognition, but he dropped the coordinates. I was in Macau. Yeah, that was
very
fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
A live fight. Yes. So he did that once for ETH Denver. I think I think it was Ileana and Kate were at a cafe. So same thing, same kind of That's great. I love those. Well done, Zen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool concept for sure. Like you see people's selfies and then like make a game out of it.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Of course, you need to try. It cannot be too random. You're always gonna get somebody who is just gonna, I don't know, take a picture in their bedroom or something, right? It shouldn't be like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that won't likely work because hopefully there's no Google Street View images of your bedroom.
Yes. So, well, the other day I was, I on the last space last week on the last Welsh Wednesday, I connected for a little bit just to listen what you guys were talking about, and that got me thinking. Is like, what can I talk about on the next space that feels that is new, right? That is not so much more about the things that we already know. And this week, actually yesterday, we had the opportunity, I say we, like the Welsh handle, to be on a space with a platform called Open Campus. Open Campus, yes. Open Campus, and they also have they're together with something called like Edu's Chain. It's built on is a EVM kind of platform, but I was amazed of the amount of users that they have. There's so many dApps built over there. So obviously I took the opportunity to say, are you planning to integrate Bitcoin and deleting into your platform so our people can actually build there? And they were very open. It was very nice because the answer was like, we don't really know how to do it, but we want to learn. So if you have people that want to teach us how to do it, like it would be amazing if they come. So I'm sending some emails to see, who would be interested in this. But it's obvious that, I mean, there are two things that are real facts. One is that other chains has like a lot of stacks, but the reality is that things are moving towards Bitcoin, so people is like looking into like, okay, how do I actually migrate into that is definitely, the wave that crypto is taking. So I thought I shared that. And I also thought about sharing that, because this invitation comes from a big marketing firm called Unfungible. And it's the second time that they invite WELSH to a space. And the only reason why they do it is because we have a very strong community. And I always tell our community, we have to support them because they are supporting us. Like this is giving us a platform to a bunch of people, like we are the main community that is actually sitting there with these big companies. So that was something that we're proud of and I wanted to share with everybody.
Very awesome. Yeah, I'm just looking at. So I'm looking at Unfungible right now, and I was actually looking at where Open Campus is really interesting too. There was actually so when I first looked at it, Open Campus it's Open Campus XYZ, which there's a few different ones out there, but it's an or it's called EduChain. And so do you have can you give me a little bit more information about Open Campus? And then Unfungible is helping you guys basically get recognized to some degree? Is that what they're doing?
Well, now that I know them more, at the beginning when somebody's knocking at your door and it's a marketing firm, you think they're selling something to you, right? But actually, what they were doing is that they actually, like WELSH is not their client. Open Campus is their client, or like XFi which is a huge exchange, and we were in that space as well, is their client. So they're just attracting like people who have something to say, So actually, when they approached WELSH, they interviewed me. We had an interview, and I guess they wanted to know who's gonna be the person. Like, if you're gonna give these people a visibility, like what can they actually bring to the table? So they're basically they just curate very good spaces that can reach out to a lot of different communities or just niches within the whole crypto space. So they could have somebody from Ethereum, but they also have somebody from Stacks, which is our case, or they could have somebody else. So it's pretty cool.
Awesome. Yeah, that is awesome. That is really great.
Yeah.
So Open Campus is trying to get more eyeballs. They're working with Unfungible, and Unfungible is bringing in basically people of interest from crypto communities in general to help bring eyeballs to Open Campus, and you guys were selected to come and do that, which is kind of, that's part of the reason why we have you guys on here too, because we are obviously very Stacks focused, but we are looking to kind of highlight, we're Stacks focused because we associate the Bitcoin ethos with Stacks. Stacks reflects that ethos. We are very much adhering to that same ethos, and that's why we're bringing the community projects in here as well, because you guys reflect, especially WELSH, being a community run. People maybe don't know. So for those that don't know that are tuning in, WELSH Corgi is a community run meme token on Stacks. It was originally launched as it was one of the first meme tokens. It was the first dog coin on Bitcoin for sure. And it got rugged and it got taken over by the community, and the community has been very successfully running this project for the last, what, about a year and a half, 2 years?
No, well, okay, yeah, there has been different groups, but let's say there has a lot. It's been very consistent for the last year. Actually, now that you're saying that, I also wanted to share where we launched the WELSH files. So
The
you
Welsh
know when
file.
like yes, this is a funny thing. So you know, like I think that sometimes trends, right now everybody's doing like the fur logo, right? So, but
Yes.
before that, it was the Ghibli style, right? So,
Yes.
and with that came a lot of animation. So it was all just normal, like people is gonna start doing animations, and I saw it with other communities. There was no intention to copy anybody. It's just a thing that becomes a trend and gets very viral. So we started to do like a comic series. And we already had our second episode. We launch it every Monday. And let's say it's inspired by true events. That's it. But it's fiction. So if you go into Welsh, profile, you can find the Welsh files. And there has been like 12 events. We call them events. It's like little chapters, and within 2 episodes.
So this is
It's a cartoon.
this is on the Welsh core. Is it Welsh Corgi community or Welsh Corgi coin, and it's Welsh_community? That's the main handle, correct? Or that's the one that you guys do that
Yes.
like kind of put out. That's your mouthpiece X handle predominantly.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to retweet it right now. So here it is. Okay. Oh, shit. Sorry.
Oh, I love the fluffy. I see the fluffy. That's very nice. Very nice. Oh, the Welsh files. Oh, I did see that yesterday, actually. And now that or 2 days ago, I saw that a couple of days with the,
Yeah.
you got something going on with the orange suits going on. Let me actually share that.
Yes.
Really cool stuff, actually.
Yeah, the mask.
And that's what
yeah. And this is a collaboration between different community members. It happened very organically. So somebody creates the script, and then somebody does the images, and somebody refines the script, and we just post it. We don't think too much about it.
Yeah, it's really cool.
love it.
Really cool
Yeah.
stuff. So it's just kind of like, it's just like a short kind of like, it's just kind of like a collaboration where you guys are getting together. You're kind of recognizing some of the other communities in the space. And really, like, one of the things I love about this I love about the Stacks ecosystem, is that there are all of these communities that are separate. Not everyone that's in Welsh is in Knot, and not everyone that's in Knot is in Rue, and not everyone in all of them are in Leo. But there are people that are in all of them or in multiples of them. And it's a very collaborative community spirit across tokens, across these community meme tokens. And it's really great because it gives us opportunities to create more and more and more. And we're all in it together. So we get more cohesive stuff coming out that is supportive of our ecosystem. It's great stuff. I really love it. And so where did the idea from this come from?
Okay. Actually, we have Wealthy Welsh is a community member, Katrina, and she does amazing graphics. And she did a graphic that just have a very distinctive aesthetic. And I put a caption next to it. She did something and she inspired me, basically. And that's how it came out, And we were laughing because I ChatGPT, I have my conversation about everything, like for the post or the community or challenges, everything. And then I asked these, and it came out with the craziest stuff that we cannot even disclose. So I was like, this is so funny, right? But anyway, that was the inspiration, and I consulted it with Katrina and somebody else. And should we say this, or is it too obvious that we're talking about these particular people or this particular protocol? And then we kind of felt that, you know what, let's make it fictional. Let's twist the story, and that's how it happened.
I like it. I like that you're like featuring the other communities. Like maybe even throwing a tag in there, like, you know, for the other communities too, wouldn't be bad, right? Like this is awesome. You know, I love storytelling, and I love that it has like some imagery to go with it. It's very interesting to look at. I missed this. My feed has been nothing but like news and like TMZ and stuff like that. All the stack stuff I'm missing. I'm gonna have to spin up another account, and so I'm not missing the gold. This is great stuff.
You know what the problem
Thank
you
you.
and I both have, GP, is that we're busy. We're just too busy to kind of we miss this stuff, which is ironic because the whole reason why we created our platform was so that we can bring more and more of this stuff to the ecosystem. And a lot of the time I find, and I know this is true for you too, is that we're learning about the ecosystem while we're doing these shows. Like we
Exactly.
don't have the time to kind of keep following up. So I love that we're able to kind of get these segments going, get a little bit of an update from the different communities on a regular basis. And I really thank you. Just shouting out. I mean, I really appreciate your time and effort, IB, to kind of put this together for us and help us kind of bring this information out to our audience and even just get us more integrated.
Well, you can be sure that DeOrganized is gonna be a character there, but we're not gonna call it DeOrganized because the story is again fiction. So I don't want anybody to think like, hey, why are they portraying the orange suit guys like, bad people? That's what you feel. Maybe it's gonna have a plot twist. We don't know yet.
Listen, and I don't even, if you guys make us a villain and you're talking about DeOrganized, I'll love it. There's nothing wrong with that. We do strive to provide lightness and goodness and positivity, but maybe there's a dark underlying story there. Who knows?
Yeah, I would love to see the WELSH take on the Gigaverse and the GPSC, stuff like that, and then like DeOrganized. Like, I love how you are like interpreting things within the ecosystem in your own vision, because that's kind of like what I'm doing with the comic that I'm making. So it's really cool to see this. Like, this is awesome. This is inspiring. And it's definitely helpful. It's entertainment and good content.
Yeah,
so,
and obviously, like all this is done by collaboration, so you don't want to put too much time into it, or not that you don't want to. It's that sometimes you don't have to. But the ideal growth of this is that it's gonna be more like a long clip afterwards. Like I'm already thinking maybe it should be like 6 episodes, or maybe, as I said, like season 1 ended, and then we wait for more things to happen because our story is just in the making. So how are we gonna end? It's just like one season 1 is gonna end, and then we're gonna continue.
I think that's great.
That's awesome.
Who's making the graphics?
Katrina, and I do the script.
Looks good.
Wow.
It looks great. Super fun. I love it. I only saw the first post yesterday, and that was the first time I saw it, or 2 days ago. But days are running in. I keep forgetting what day it is. It's already Wednesday. Dave just keeps flying by.
I want to mention something else. So my background is design. And that's why, I'm not creating, so many people creating the community, but people can be creating in different ways. I'm very much about like making up stories. And I don't know if you guys have seen like the brain rot trend that is happening on TikTok, that they're Italian characters.
What is it?
Yeah. Okay. Well, do you want to explain? I can see. Okay, I'll explain.
GSGS. So I've heard of it. I think, but yeah, I've heard of it, but I haven't. I don't have TikTok, so like, I would love to hear about it more.
It's a
like,
TikTok trend.
So
yeah, it's a
it's
TikTok,
a TikTok
trend, obviously, but like,
yeah, I'll explain a little. Actually, it was the culture, right? So basically, and in Italy, like some people started to anthropomorphic characters, very silly names, like but the names are in Italian, like maybe like the refrigerator Robertino, something like that, So and they started to like, but the thing is that they link them, the characters, with real events. So, for example, there is Cocodrillo. I don't know. It's like like a flight, like airplane, and they said that it bombarded. It went to war basically. So, for some reason, because it's attached to current events, and they make them so absurd, it became viral. And they're making figurines, real figurines, and people does debates, choosing or voting for their favorite character. So I know this is a trend that is growing because it's only possible because of AI. And after I saw that, I started to see the explanation in English, in Spanish. So it's something that is gonna grow. So the whole point is that we started to play a little bit. Again, the same creative team is like, what kind of brain rot Welsh characters can we do? So I don't know if people is gonna understand it or not. I think at the right moment we're gonna launch it, but that's something that Welsh wants to do more. Like I don't know if you guys know, there is a collection called Culture Welsh, and it's about art, digital art meets with the Welsh character. So I think it's something that we have very much, that we wanna like. We want to create content that is related to culture, like
Is that
outside
an
and
NFT?
inside Web3.
That's an NFT that's available now. The
Yes.
yeah, Culture Welsh.
Culture Welsh, is it on Gamma? Is it still minting? It minted out probably.
It's an edition. It's an edition. You can still mint it. It's on Gamma, and basically, it's 7 different arts, and they use the inspiration from very renowned digital artists like Beeple or Snowfro, who did the Chromie Squiggles, or I don't know, just different people that is very known in the Ethereum space.
Very cool. And so you guys are just looking to do more of that kind of stuff, just producing content, value-added stuff, just more content. That's really the way to go, in my opinion, too. It's like there's no such thing as too much content for a community like Welsh, for sure. And it's such great IP. It's like the meme itself is great. The corgi. And then the community is super engaged, so you can definitely do a lot with that stuff. So very excited to hear that you guys are working on producing more of this kind of stuff. I think it's only good for stacks too, by the way, to have these meme coin communities just putting out content that drives eyeballs and provides some entertainment and engagement opportunities for the average people that don't really know what's going on here, but they'll see a fun image and they'll get some engagement, and then they'll pick up some of the words, and then it kind of plants the seed of them. And when they get exposed to stacks or even just Bitcoin, they've heard about it a little bit more, and they have an association with a fun and engaging experience with it. So it makes the future onboarding opportunities that much stronger.
Yes. No, yes. And I'm thinking a little bit more like business wise. in the same way that, people like on Fungible reach out to us just because, we have a platform that has a consistent, has a consistent showing and everything. There is a moment that we can sell. I mean, we can sell our audience to anybody, So, and it's only gonna be good for the community. So I think that's the vision. Like people have been talking about it for a year probably, and in Web3, 1 year is like 10 years. But that's the natural growth of our communities. Like to provide a space for other brands or other projects to have a visibility, and they could be in exchange for more than just a handshake,
Yes, exactly. More than just a handshake, because there's so much other stuff going on and actual stuff being produced by the community. Very cool stuff. I do need to shout out really quick our sponsors. We actually have we're on top of the great sponsors we have for Find2Earn, of which Welsh Corgi is one of them. We have two great sponsors in our ecosystem helping support DeOrganized and helping us bring these shows to you guys every day. One is BitFlow. We actually have an awesome Zealy campaign in combination with BitFlow right now. The password for that is daily. It's a daily quest. The password for today is building on Bitcoin. You head over to Zealy. You can jump into the BitFlow campaign. You find DeOrganized, and there's opportunities to earn Zealy points every day with DeOrganized and BitFlow. Over on Zealy, BitFlow is your go-to DEX on Stacks, a powerful aggregator, pulling the best swap rates from Alex Arcadico and Valar. Trade BTC, SBTC, STX, USDC, and runes seamlessly, and now including Liquidium's LIQ token. Very cool stuff happening over at BitFlow. And another awesome partner we are with Stacking DAO. Stacking DAO is the leading liquid staking platform for the Stacks network. Stacking DAO is changing the game by letting users earn up to 10% APY on their STX while keeping their assets liquid. Unlike traditional staking, their unique design means no minimums and users start earning rewards immediately. So there are zero switching costs when moving from other stacking pools. Plus, you've got options. Choose to get your rewards in STX or SBTC, whatever fits your strategy. You want to start earning yields today? Head over to stackingdao.com and jump in. Stacking DAO, where liquidity meets opportunity. And that's all I have. And thank you for your patience with that for me, because I'm still trying to figure out the best times to drop those in and make sure that people know about our awesome sponsors here with DeOrganized. But I love Welsh. I love Welsh Corgi. I love the vibe in the community. I love that you've kind of taken a step up recently and been taking kind of more of an active role in the ecosystem. Where's the best place for people to engage with the Welsh community? Is it the Discord channel?
We have the Discord channel. The Telegram is becoming very active lately. And I would say X, it all depends what people is looking for. I think Discord is just kind of more private, and X is we have an X how you call it, chat. We call it True Welshes. And over there it's pretty intimate. It's pretty good.
There's a Welsh DM group on X.
Yeah. Yes.
So people have to.
Oh, but not everybody can be there.
Not everyone. So it's invitation only.
They need to earn it.
So first you got to go into the Discord and the Telegram group and make sure that they know that you're one of them. And then you can get into the private DM group on X where the real alpha
or
is.
just reply to our interact with our posts. There's so many posts, so and many of the posts, it's an invitation. They are an invitation for people to engage. So if you interact, we start noticing it, right?
So really, the best thing to do to get involved is to go to the X page, follow Welsh Corgi Coin, which is at Welsh_community, and like and repost and comment. And let them know that you want to get into that private DM group. And the more you like and comment and let them know, the more likely you are that they'll notice you and come into there and let you into the circle.
Yeah, basically, it's not about so much about the circle. It's about inviting people that is going to respect that space for Welsh,
Sure, you want
because
to make
a
sure that
lot of people just
they're
sleep
actually
in
part of the community, that they're
to shit.
contributing
Yeah,
in a meaningful
exactly.
way,
Yeah,
not just to get
exactly.
into the group, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right on.
or to shield something else.
Awesome
Yeah.
stuff.
But thank you so much. I love this space as well. I'm amazed how it's so consistent, because you also have a nice space sometimes,
Every
right?
Monday, yeah, we do GPs. I don't know when the kid sleeps. Actually, I call him a kid because I'm old, but because he's not a kid, he's a guy. He's a man. But I don't know when the dude sleeps, because he's on the Zest and Stacking Down Discord channels at probably 6, 7 a.m. now, and then we have spaces we're doing. We have the show we have now from 8:30 to 10:30. After this, we're going into the Zest hall,
Is
the
that
Zest
all?
hall
Yeah.
space. I'll be there. That's at 11, and then we have the night show at 7 p.m., which is just also taken off. And the best part is, I do usually join, but I know I don't have to because the dude's got it under control. So it gives me a break when I don't have to. I can go work on all the other things. But yeah, we are. Thank you for recognizing. We're here every day. We do it every day, whatever we have going on.
Yeah. And also, I want to apologize. I was not able to read the names before, but GP, of course, I know who you are.
Yeah, I
Orange
know,
Pepe.
IB.
Sorry, I just couldn't read the name before.
I'm not
I'm on the phone.
IB. It ain't no big deal. Thank you so much for your continued support, and I love what you're doing in the Welsh community, and I love all the art that you do, and just keep going, keep chipping away. It's been so great, getting to see everybody grow within this space and grow alongside each other and with each other. So yeah, of course, I understand. There's don't worry about it, no sweat.
So I actually also noticed that DeFi Dictator says, am I the only one that noticed the Welsh account changed their PFP, or is this a Mandela effect? But it is a little bit different than the one
cleaner.
I have.
No, it's a different. It's just basically a Stacks orange.
That's the only difference, right? Is the
Yeah.
orange.
And somebody from the community, and they said, now that they're gonna raise the cap for SBTC, would be an amazing way to support them. Yeah, that's what we did. We changed it, and we put Welsh on
Reflecting the
fire
brand.
because
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, that's great. No, that's awesome. Actually, I love that you guys adopted the Bitcoin orange or the Stacks orange, and it actually, because that then again resonates throughout the ecosystem, because we have the Rock Nothing guys and the Bitcoin Pepe guys, and everybody's got that same kind of orange thing going on. I got to incorporate some orange into our color.
I think so.
If you remember correctly, it actually was originally orange. Our background was it just was a little bit too much. I think I gotta get it more subtle. So maybe we'll work some orange into there. I'm not sure yet, but I love that idea. I think it's great to resonate with the ecosystem, because boy, don't we have such a great place to build and develop on Stacks with all of this stuff going on. IB, thank you so much for joining us today. I really, really appreciate your time. Always a pleasure chatting with you. We love what's going on. DeOrganized loves the Welsh Corgi community, and we're super glad that we have this opportunity to bring you guys on, spotlight you, get to know what you guys are working on, and just even get to know you a little bit better personally as well. I really think that what you guys are working on is great stuff.
I'm smiling because I already know DeOrganized, how is it gonna be in the Welsh files. So this is gonna be fun.
I cannot wait. I'm honored just to be thought about. We are super honored, and we are excited, and we cannot wait to be able to brag about being included every day.
Okay, that's awesome.
Thank you so much,
guys. Thank you so much.
Today.
See you next week.
You so much. Yes, awesome stuff, IB. You have a great rest of your day, and we're looking forward to more episodes of the Welsh files and what might come from that.
Files.
I am Peace Love Music.
Okay.
We are
bye-bye.
DeOrganized Media coming at you live on Bitcoin Live, Decentralized, broadcasting every Monday through Friday at 8:30 a.m., bringing you all the news and information and conversation and anything we can think of to bring more information to you, more fun and entertainment and engagement, and more opportunities to play and get to know what's going on in our broader ecosystem. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, GP. You all have a blessed rest of your day. And join us for the Zest Hall at 11 a.m. We'll see you there. Peace out.